stop the walled city of Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, speaking of the walled city of Ba Sing Se, in modern times, the walls don't accomplish much, right? It seems these enormous flying machines are pretty common nowadays, not to mention airplanes. Better build those walls higher. Honestly, I'm pretty sure our world stopped building walled cities as soon as people figured out cannons, because walls didn't mean much after that. But this is a world where half of the population of the Earth Kingdom can build a new wall in 2 seconds, so I'll give them a pass on that. Okay, now this element isn't blended very well at all. This one kind of bugs me.
Don't worry about me, little lady. I've been in a scrap or two, you know.
Boomy goes flying here, and it seems like he's gonna land facing the stairs, but he doesn't.
Kai, that was just really good.
Thanks, Janora. You're a great teacher.
Nope, sorry, Janora.
Mako, we made it! This is where Dad grew up! Come here, look!
Okay, calm down. I'm looking.
Wow, it looks eerily the same, just a little redder. Anyone think that's a little weird? In this shot, we see some of the houses built on the inner side of the wall, just like the ones we saw get destroyed in Airbender. See what I mean? These guys just fly on over, right to the threshold of the palace, no way to stop them, just floating on by. Sure hope they don't drop any bombs on the way past. Even if they're expecting them, it still highlights how meaningless the walls are now. Oh, hey, the statues are still replaced.
Avatar Korra, Master Tenzin, it is a pleasure to welcome you and your party to the upper ring of Ba Sing Se. I'm Grand Secretariat Gun.
Oh god, get down!
Come with me. Hurry, I'll take you to your quarters.
It's interesting that they got this lowly, nervous, toady guy to be the Grand Secretariat. The last one we know that filled that role was Long Feng, and surely there's been other ones between them, but I like the idea that the role is filled by this kind of person now, instead of the Long Feng kind of person after the shit he tried to pull. Fish? Hey, look, there's this construction project in the background that we have a little scuffle at later.
And I'm the one who gets in trouble when people don't follow them, so please, for my sake, just try not to upset Her Majesty.
You know what they say, shorty want to see the ice, then you ice the wrist.
Here we are.
Ooh, very swanky.
What the fuck? What an upgrade! Also, you might notice that the gang has to walk to their upper ring house, unlike how in Airbender they were brought there in a cart pulled by an ostrich horse. Now, this could be due to the Earth Queen's disdain for animals, or because ostrich horse pulled carts aren't really used anymore. But if that's the case, weird that there's no cars in Ba Sing Se either, right? The palace looks really weird from this angle. Does anyone else's brain think it should be greener, even though it's not? And I thought this was the back of the palace for a moment, but no, here's that moat where that bad thing happened.
You're ruining the koi pond! It's completely overshadowed by the topiaries. Guards, take that buffoon away and get me someone who knows what they're doing!
Do I have to point it out? You guys got this one, right?
I hardly think you're in a position to ask me for favors. After everything the last Avatar did to the Earth Kingdom, he and Fire Lord Zuko took advantage of my father's weakness.
Anyone else surprised Earth King Quay even had a kid? That sort of thing seems a little out of his wheelhouse.
Stole our lands to make their own little empire. The United Republic is Earth Kingdom territory.
A little foreshadowing for Season 4, maybe, since I believe Seasons 3 and 4 were greenlit at the same time.
That topiary is supposed to be an eel swan!
A what?
No! To your left!
Take it back now, y'all.
But, Your Majesty, the reason for our visit is that we're trying to gather all of the new Airbenders who are popping up in the Earth Kingdom.
Airbenders in Ba Sing Se. Where did you hear that?
I think this should be the most immediate, deepest crimson red flag imaginable to Korra if she's paying attention. If the Earth Queen is still unaware of the Airbenders that are just spawning at random, as she feigns to be, her reaction should be, what? There's only a handful of Airbenders in the world. There are none here, obviously. But no, she hits Korra with the meaning that Korra should definitely know something's up. Ah, fuck! Could this be the same bridge that Katara and Toph attempted to murder those girls on? Could it be another bridge in the enormous upper ring of Ba Sing Se? I'll let you be the judge.
Thanks for your help.
Kai! Get back here!
Kai, it's us! Mako and Bolin!
Juan-ass theme as Kai runs away. The man-powered carts are a nice touch because there's no animals allowed in the upper ring. There's a really weird effect on this Bolin line. It almost sounds like he's talking into a tin can a little bit or something.
Yeah, just a lovable little scamp, isn't he?
Or maybe this line was recorded somewhere that wasn't normal. The trains no longer seem to be powered by Flintstone energy. Darn, I guess they're just normal trains then.
Passports and tickets.
We can pay. Hold on. Where's my money? No.
So Kai pickpocketed them, and I think it would have been a really, really cool detail to have them actually subtly pickpocket them during the chase. But the closest Mako ever gets to him is here, and there's no way he got pickpocketed there, and Bolinda's never even close to physically touching him. Man, it could have been a really cool moment, but instead we're left with this moment where I'm not sure how he got their money.
All right, beat it, you two, before things get ugly.
Fuck do you guys want? And what are you doing down here in the lower ring anyway? Aren't there guards and policemen to fill this role? Hell, I only saw you in the lower ring when there was an extended disturbance. But then again, if airbenders are randomly showing up, it kind of makes sense for the Daily to have a bigger presence around the city so they can abduct them. Interesting.
It's been a while since we spent the night on a trash pile.
Man, you guys suck at being homeless. There's an ash banana peel on your head? How did you ever manage it when you were younger?
Your breakfast, Master Fun.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's nearly the same airbender spread, except that meat that one time. Is this like an inside production joke that they only draw the same food every time?
Keep the change.
2 gold pieces? Hold on, big spender. Could get 2 fruit smoothies at the Misty Palms Oasis for that kind of scratch.
I don't want any part of this. Besides, look at this fruit. It's disgusting.
Melons look alright. I wonder what their swishiness level is, though.
Bolin? Mako?
How do you know our names?
You look just like San. 2, you'll never believe who these guys are. They're your cousins.
I don't know. I mean, I know they're your nephews, but it's pretty crazy that you can just pick them out after not seeing them in the flesh at all and only seeing them in pictures in the paper.
Lord Zuko. Uncle.
Damn, Zuko, who dressed you?
Then we saw your pictures in the sports pages with your bending team. And Bolin, we love those Nuktuk movers. They're hilarious.
No, I don't buy that. You guys have a theater in the lower ring? You barely have edible food down here.
Hey, everybody! Look who's here! San's kids, Mako and Bolin!
We were all just huddled around this table of sweets, all 25 of us. Oh, never mind, the table and most of the people are gone now. Yuck, you catch that? The window's closing without even a bit of sound. It wouldn't be so bad if all we were hearing was the music maybe, but we can still hear the footsteps of Korra and Asami, so it makes it feel like there should be a sound effect here. Here, I'll play it again. See what I mean?
You here to pick up the tax shipment?
Go ahead and load it on the airship.
Hey, they were right when they said it. These are royal guards protecting the tax shipment, unlike how I kept calling them Daily by mistake back in my Earth King video. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Asami is certainly not wearing this equalist taser glove as she exits the ship and doesn't seem to be carrying it, but now she's suddenly wearing it.
Maybe we should have brought everybody else.
Come on, man, you gotta be kidding me. This fight will tie into a later, larger point I'm gonna make about Korra's avatar state and how they handle it this season. Oh, that's some kind of leg or lower back injury. I don't care how fit you are. You just clothesline a guy on a motorcycle in midair with your legs. I know we're in a cartoon here, but there aren't many instances of over-the-top physical attacks like this, mostly because Nickelodeon won't allow it. People take ridiculous hits all the time, of course, that goes without saying, but just launching yourself at a motorcycle seems kinda out of the realm of Avatar's fight system to me. That one works better, I think. Still nearly impossibly athletic and accurate, but not something that might cripple you for life. This guy's a pretty rare breed in Avatar. He just seems to fight physically. No chi-blocking gimmicks, no weapons, no nothing. He's just throwing kicks. Weird Joker Mad Max guy is basically one of a kind.
You're on the wrong side of this fight, Avatar! That gold belongs to the people, not the Queen!
Fuck yeah, revolution! Honestly, that line's not a bad touch for stuff that happens later. We see Ba Sing Se fall into chaos nearly immediately when the scales are tipped later. So a line like this helps it seem like people are really unhappy and are just waiting for something to happen.
I'd like to put my tailor in here. He never gets my cuffs right.
And this line is genius as well. It's subtle foreshadowing for when Desna's tailor is a secret member of the Red Lotus all along. Just incredible, honestly.
Ironically, I hired a guy with a similar ability to kill the Avatar myself once. Didn't work.
Don't feel bad. I tried to kill Korra after she ruined my wedding. It happens.
Let's just focus on keeping this woman in prison.
Tonrock's like, can we stop talking about killing the Avatar for 2 seconds? I don't like thinking about that stuff. I wonder, when they built this prison, did they put these beams in just so it looks cool and asymmetrical, or would these actually have a function down in like an ice crevice like this? I know I have some engineers in my comments, and some pretengineers, if you know what I'm saying. And the writers do think of stuff like that sometimes. Someone tell me if this is some real shit or just some nonsense.
The intense cold prevents her from firebending.
Zuko seemed to have found a way around that, but could be that that was only a way to prolong his heat, beat off the cold for a while. If she's stuck down here for years, it makes sense to me that she wouldn't be able to keep out the cold forever. You've got to be kidding me, man. It's literally the same spread we see every time. You just had other food on the table the last scene we were with you. What's going on? Honestly, where these guys live, it looks pretty similar to where Iroh and Zuko were shacked up in the beginning of staying in Ba Sing Se. And seems like we have a bunk bed here, which makes sense considering the size of the family. Honestly, if you guys are impoverished, how do you have the space to fit all these people? I guess the reality of the situation is that they probably don't.
He sent this picture of you all on his birthday.
Look, Mako. Dad's wearing your scarf.
Alright. So Mako got his mom's eyebrows and Bolin got his dad's. Fair enough. I still don't know how Lightning Bolt Zolt ties in all of this, though.
You have her eyes.
And brows.
I know from looking at you two that she must have been a wonderful bride for my boy.
I'm sure they would want you to have this.
This is a nice moment on a pretty surface level. I find it hard to care for Granny much since she's been in the show for 90 seconds so far. But on just like a simple human level, it's nice. I don't think it's a standout emotional moment by any means, but sometimes nice can just be nice.
But it seems your reports were incorrect. There are no airbenders in Ba Sing Se.
You make me do your dirty work, extorting your own citizens for your stupid palaces and topiaries, and then you just want to send me away?
Yeah. See, why does Korra feel so much better when being angry this season? Is it because they wrote her situations where her more fiery side can be expressed reasonably? Or at least semi-reasonably, and she's not just mad for no reason? Once again, I'll let you be the judge. Okay, it's a big food episode. Spread's a little different this time. Now they have a cake of some kind, and pizza as well. Wow. Damn, Kai really got this scam down. Airbending makes it easy. I really like the idea of a scummy little airbender running scams and being a deplorable ne'er-do-well. Sounds like a fun spin-off or something. Oh well, it doesn't last long. What the hell? These shadows do not line up at all. This is not what their hats look like. Yeah, okay, that's better.
You live to fight for the Earth Queen.
Hold on, you're telling me Korra hasn't been had? This season really is different. What is there to say about this episode? A lot of new stuff is in here, which is good, but I feel like none of it really grabs me right away. Mako and Bolin wandering around Ba Sing Se and meeting their family is pretty low-key, not super interesting. Their family is fine, it's just not something that I'm really over the moon to see. Korra and Asami's little side mission is nice in the fact that it sets up some unrest in the Earth Kingdom, but aside from that, seems like a bit of a time sink for something that just goes off basically without a hitch. And it was without a hitch, come on, they're not gonna lose this fight. Honestly, Kai running around and scamming people, despite me not liking him much, might have been the funnest part of the whole episode, even though those segments were pretty brief. I think Zahir and Ming-Hua and the crew not being in this episode at all is sort of a drag. They're easily the most interesting thing going on in this season at the moment, but all we get of them is Zuko and Tonraq preparing for them. I think it's the weakest episode of the season so far, pretty easily. Patron shoutouts, if you want to see the next 2 episodes of Overanalyzing Korra ahead of the YouTube releases, you can support me on Patreon for just a few bucks. Link, as always, is in the description below the video. Biggest shoutouts of all go to my top patrons, a stack of pancakes who can trap you in a mind prison by snapping their fingers. I don't know what it is. I've never been in there, thankfully. I'm gonna stop talking about it. Donut, who can roll a d20 one time to see if they can open any locked door. Kevin Martelin, who checked out the inside of a black hole once. He said it was kinda chill, but not really his vibe lately. Liquor cause I know her, who often makes the news for just being alive, like getting groceries and shit. Omega Fighter, who got told they could be a model 40 times in one 48-hour period. He still keeps it humble though, says, nah, I didn't see it. Tater of Tots, who much like ghosts, cannot attack you if you are in a circle of salt. However, they're twice as powerful in any other circle. And that one Turian, who studied clams for years and now can also naturally produce pearls. And of course, my other fuck you money patrons, Blanco, Cameron Lowry, Chief Conquiqui, Luna Invicta, Lurfax1, Matthew Lang, Potato Stream, The Former Meaning of Life, The 1AM Party, and Whitrow. And my god overanalyzers, 2 Boots Are Beat, Ang, Alan Garvin, Andrew Watchett, Aropataro, Axolotl Syndicate, Chandler Crump, Charles the Fartbender, Kobe Smith, Cosmic Newbie, Deathly Healer, Dr. Xerox, Dominic Saint, Dricker, Emma Not Emma, Aaron Grace, Fire Lizard 44, I'm a Match, Jason Gebhardt, Jackson, Jeremy Rubenstein, J. Kerr 4215, John Ajaka, John Warhammer, Justin Scott, Mac, Medium D Speaks, Michael Fellon, Mitchell Gobrecht, Nick, Nicholas Abbott, Peter Bayron, Pogger White, Revenge of the Beefsteak Tomatoes, Rocket Miss, Ryan Maxwell, Sandy Stormborn, Scoobert, Shane Antonacci, Silk Toast, Smarty Marty, Spicy Ketchup, Super Snipper, Totoro, Bubba Rose, Musical Emporium, Von Can't Spell, and some sort of airface, I don't know. Time! How fast did I do it? Next up, 2 things happen.